members of our Congress, you will always have within our government those that are above the law. Hey, it's me. And I caught a lot of flack for exposing Q as a John Brennan operation. And to be honest, if all these Q people would just follow some channels that are actually talking about Trump's achievements and real things instead of fake news and cryptic clues about mass arrests, then the midterms would be a no-brainer. In fact, John Brennan's operation with the QAnon and other things, it really helped to divert the attention of many Trump supporters. So they start thinking about nonsense, talking about nonsense, and deciphering clues instead of promoting Trump and Trump achievements. And that is why I exposed not only QAnon, but Trey Gowdy and Sloppy Steve and some of the other charlatans, because it's so much easier to talk about fake news and make people fantasize about something instead of talking about reality. But if we all talked about reality, not as a collective, but individually, then the midterms would have been a no-brainer. But it's going to be closer than it should have been in the House. So I really have to say John Brennan is pretty good at what he does. I mean, we're talking about a radical, a communist, and the Spygate, all the trouble it caused, you have to admit that, some of it worked. I mean, look at Robert Mueller. Just the fact that he's there, it's partly due because of John Brennan and Spygate. But also the QAnon operation was pretty successful. You have all these incredibly dumb monkeys going Q this, Q that, mass arrests, and trust the plan. And they're not talking about Trump and Trump achievements. And so now we are here at midterms, and it's true that John Brennan succeeded in driving a wedge in the Trump support and getting a whole bunch of people talking about nonsense and not promoting Trump. And at the same time, you had many Q people attacking even me, 100% pro-Trump channel. And, these Q people, they also love Trey Gowdy, who has also been someone who's been slow-walking everything, praising Mueller the whole way. Even QAnon also praised Mueller, saying he's somehow working with Trump. You can tell it's a John Brennan operation if you have half a brain. Now, I don't really blame people. People are people. Easily herded, just like people on the left are easily herded with all the Russia nonsense. And it's sad, because John Brennan succeeded in having a group of Trump supporters, not that many. They really believe there are like millions of people, but QAnon people are a few thousand people and, very noisy on the internets. But beyond the internet, nobody even knows about Q or QAnon or Q-bots. It's an internet fad. It's kind of pathetic if you think about it. But these people have been attacking Trump supporters. And they've been spreading misinformation and disinformation about Trump and Trump results, and creating false expectations for people that support Trump, that they somehow turn against Trump. And in essence, if you support Trey Gowdy, Robert Mueller, and you easily believe fake news, then, you're not helping the Trump nation at all. And it's sad, if you go to some of these live streams of rallies, and you have the most idiotic people going, Q this, Q that, thank you. I mean, they're like retards, mongoloids. And it's embarrassing that these people are quote-unquote on our side. But I just agree with Penny, who's a girl at the Trump Mafia headquarters, and she's so right. She said that many of those Q-bots, they have a void in their lives, a void. And they have nothing. Maybe they don't have God. Maybe they don't have parents. Maybe they have shitty lives, no friends. And so they fill it up with Q and Q fantasies and deciphering clues it's really sad. You know, if you're a Q follower, it means you're a no-lifer. And it's sad to say that. That's why it's not that many people. But they have to add even more fantasies to, you know, enable their fairy tale existence. Like, Trump is Q, or or we're millions strong. And yeah, sure, whatever. But it's really sad. So, if the midterms are close, in terms of the race for the House majority, you know, a part of it is really the internet divided support, and John Brennan is really a cause of that. I mean, he successfully herded a bunch of idiots into a corner, and it makes all of us look stupid. I mean, these Q people make every other Trump supporter look like an idiot just by the association. So I'm kind of happy now that they wear Q t-shirts, not Trump t-shirts, because I'm frankly embarrassed of these people. And Trey Gowdy's leaving Congress. Stop crying, Q-bots. And Mueller is soon going to be out of a job. Stop crying, Q-bots. And they're just on the wrong side and pretending to be on the Trump side. And so I say that because it's reality. You know, reality is beautiful. Trump is performing, but everything could have been even better if we had some people that were not never Trumpers or Q-bots and following charlatans like the nympho whores and some of these other dickwads out there. It's too bad. But that's the way it is. Trump knows that. He banned Q t-shirts at his rallies. He got rid of nympho whores, at least, that, you know, they're not all over the place spreading poison about his daughter. And, you know, F nympho whores. I mean, they're a bunch of traitors, and they're not on a Trump team. And the same with Q-bots. They're not on a Trump team, they're on the Mueller team, on the Trey Gowdy team. That's the establishment, that's a deep state. And that's why, you know, John Brennan is running the whole